Yes, today we're going to talk about cybersecurity attacks and threats, incidents, whatever happened in the year of 2023. This year is about to end, and I hope we do not see anything new more. So, as of this time of recording, I was going through some of those news and thought I would share. So, something what will be covered is look at those incidents and get deep, dive deeper. It's not something I'm gonna pull a list from Google and share, but we'll take a next step and trying to learn. And this can really helpful if you are practicing cybersecurity. Those who don't know about myself, I'm in the field of information security and technology for more than 2 decades. Have worked with top Fortune 50 companies, including Big Fours and highly regulated health industries. And I've been pretty much all sort of technical roles and developed and work on with CISOs on information security programs. So that's a little bit about myself. Going back to the topic of reviewing some of the cybersecurity. Let me share my screen. We'll pull it up. And by the way, if you like my new avatar, let me know in the comments. How do you like it? You will see me more and more. This video is going for educational purpose. I will just share my thoughts again, looking at those news available in the market. So this is solely for educational purpose. So I did a research, not the research, Google search, show me the list of cyber attacks. 2023, the latest one, top 10 cyber attacks and all that, what you can see here, they're talking about. So one of the one I've seen came out today based on this search is the MOVEit hack. And this is, they're talking about this one of the biggest hack they're talking about. And I think it has some ransomware involved in it. And it also has some information. The vulnerabilities have claimed multiple victims, including US government organization and private sectors. And ransomware gang, especially by the CLOP, has victimized over 500 organizations and 34 million individuals. This is really a lot. So what is MOVEit? First question comes to my mind. What this? So first, until I did not know, until I looked into up and figured out that was from this Wikipedia, that is a file transfer. And the one thing surprised me looking at is IP switch. And I worked on this product maybe 15 years ago. They were used to be just a file transfer protocol, FTP server or FTP client server software for file transfer. I'm talking about back in early 2000, where you wanted to transfer your file from your company to a data center to a hosting provider. You download a client on your company computer, and then you upload the file to the server, which is a FTP server, very common. And those days we did not have like TLS and all that. It was all clear text. And looks like this company was bought by Progress Software, and file MOVEit encrypts. Now they encrypted. I'm talking about back in days. File protocols such as FTP or SFTP. So by the way, it is a very important concept when you're planning your career in the field of information security. But even for a cloud engineer, it has to be secure by default. So you must use encryption. However, things what have gone wrong here is that they use encryption, but their authentication failed. Means application was not authenticating to the user when you sign in. So regardless if you have encryption, if your authentication is not good, then what's the point? And this is what these different articles are published, and this is what they're claiming, and they are saying based on their investigation what have happened wrong. So vulnerabilities have claimed multiple victims. As I said before, exploitation by Clop soft ransomware gang has victimized 500 organizations, 34 million individuals. This what is one of, if not the most significant exploitation of zero-day vulnerability and system attack. MOVEit manage file transfer. This is the CVEs. You can look it up the database and all that, or you can come here and even on Wikipedia, they have published the link here where you can click and read about the vulnerabilities or this particular vulnerability. in progress, MOVEit this, blah, blah, blah. All the details are here. So you can find more. Here are the details. So one thing is obvious from this, that ransomware is on the rise, and you will take your action accordingly. But my point is, what I'm trying to figure out here, they talked about authentication. So why did it happen? So we all know this authentication, is one of those significant control. If it weren't right in place, then this could have been avoided, in my opinion. And this is where they were lacking to implement that control. So here, what happened, they were talking about number of organization, what can I do? So I'm trying to find out, there was a detail available which could show you that their authentication was not right. So basically, you just push username and password, you are into the system without being authenticated. So what authentication means is that your username and password is there. So when you type a username and password, it gets cross-checked and validate and verify that you are the legitimate user. Then you get authenticated, and authorization is the next step, means what level of access you have. However, this is what they were lacking. Their authentication was not there. I'm still trying to figure out, where did I read it and why did it happen. So in the vulnerabilities, allow unauthenticated attack, that allow an unauthenticated attacker to gain access to MOVEit file, to MOVEit transfer database, basically. So means there was no authentication. So again, even it's encrypted, if you do not have the first line of defense of authentication, this ain't going to help. And this is on application level or application layer. So basically, once you're into the system, then all the files are visible to you on the application layer. And they may be able to get information, data structure, SQL statement, on all that stuff. And there are some advisories and solutions available. Exploit vulnerabilities, all the details are here if you need to take some action. So I'm not talking about this, I'm saying, okay, why in the first place this authentication was really missing, So again, to my point, is lack of control and lack of knowing how this application works. So one of the takeaways that follow the best practices, and there are frameworks from NIST and Cloud Security Alliance. They have those requirements that you have to have a strong authentication, password rotation, how long is the password, all those things, right? If I get a chance, I can share some more details, how these things work when it comes to domain by domain, and how to improve your overall information security, cybersecurity, application security. These are the components. So again, by looking at this company name, IP switch, I was not surprised because I worked on it long ago. And this is how they were designed. Maybe after the acquisition, they might have changed their architecture, but originally this was just a simple file transfer product. And that's what this is all about. So again, let me know if you still use this product or not. But this video is just for the educational. So if you learn something, let me know. And in the next video, I'll put some more details and go through some of those. Most of these cyber attacks have happened in the year of 2023. Thank you and bye.